Good morning to everybody. Good morning, sir. So, Jai Hind from my side. Jai Hind, sir. Hope your stomach is full, correct? Yes, sir. And as my challenge also. So, basically, first of all, I will thank your college, your institute. Sadhvika Shinde, she is basically the instrumental to bring me here. Rathi ma'am, Jay sir, Marwa sir, and Nikam ma'am. So, thank you very much for inviting me and thinking that yes, I can add some value to your students. I hope I will do justice to you. It is all you to decide whether I am doing justice or not. So, basically, I will take 5 minutes. You did your master graduation, correct? Yes, sir. And you are here for masters. Yes, sir. After masters, what? Job. Only job, no business. You born in the era of startups, na? So why you are thinking about job? Anyhow, whether you are doing job or a service, what it be, that is the target, correct? Yes, what about your purpose? What you want to become? Getting job is very easy. You have a talent, you have very good college with you, so I don't think there is an issue in getting a job. So what I will always say that you just think how you are looking at your own life. Because it is very important while taking a study or doing a education or doing a job, you should not get distracted. Most of the cases people get distracted, student gets distracted. And the reason for distraction is self, not outside. So I am very happy that your college is not allowing you to use the mobile phone, correct? Yes, sir. But how you feel doing a meditation in Himalaya and how you feel doing a meditation in railway station? Which is easy? Himalaya. So doing meditation without disturbance is X thing, correct? And doing meditation with distraction is Y thing. So today college is not allowing you to use a mobile phone so that you should focus. Today it is a learning age, it is a growing age and you should not have distractions. But the moment to go out of the college, are you going to keep your mobile aside? And I am seeing mobile in terms of chaos, disturbance from the society. You will have that disturbance, you will have that chaos around you and still you need to perform. So when you are basically using or not using a mobile, you should understand, are you going away from the distractions or not? The purpose of me coming here is basically I love to interact with students, I love to be with the younger generation, because you people will teach me many things. You will tell me what is hope all about. And that's what the title of my story is basically, छोटी छोटी वही करते हैं ना हम लोग. So your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead. Agree, disagree? So it is basically dress rehearsals. Whatever you are using, you are going to repeat. When you are going into the business or the market or in the job, what are you going to do? जो आपने पढ़ा है आप उसको इस्तेमाल करोगे और जब आप करोगे तो आपके साथ लोग काम करेंगे, आपके साथ कोई मशीन ज़्यादा नहीं काम करेगी, मशीन भी तो कोई ऑपरेट करेगा. So I always say, what is the usefulness of a cup? Anybody? Usefulness of a cup.
Sir, my name is Yashmittal and the use of cup is to hold something or like contain something, like anything. It can be solid also, liquid also.
Okay. Anybody? Thank you. See, try to remember the usefulness of a cup is its emptiness. If it is empty, then you can fill it. You got my point? So when you are taking education, where attending these classes or some these type of lecturers, people coming outside from your, for your benefit, first you should empty yourself. If there is lot of things in your mind, I don't think you will be able to, number one, understand, and number two, digest. So always try to understand. If you are empty, then the hope is big. If you are full, hope is not that big, because you are going to tell that yes, I have everything. So I was not aware that you are not allowed to use the phone, but I generally slow this slide. These are the biggest fear of your generation, correct? कितना अनकंफर्टेबल होता है ना, नेटवर्क नहीं है, बफरिंग हो रहा है, बैटरी डाउन है, it is full of anxiety, correct? And at the same of excitement. So my request is basically now you have to switch off your brain these things. ब्रेन में कुछ बफरिंग होता रहेगा, ब्रेन की बैटरी डाउन हो रहेगी, आपने खाना खा लिया है ना, so I don't think your battery is down. So just I will tell you, we'll listen something which is very meaningful. So can you close your eyes and take some breathing, please? I need a silence, I need, you should be with you. So close your eyes, take some breathing. No movement physically, no movement mentally, no movement इमोशनली. अभी जो आप जो गाना सुनोगे, ये आपको सुनना नहीं है, आपको फील करना है. बिकॉज इफ यू फील इट, देन यू विल बी एबल टू implement it, and if you make it implementation perfectly, probably you are going to become a good leader. So please close your eyes and listen this. Thank you. You can open up your eyes. Rub your hands. So how are you feeling now? So it is basically a process of making yourself little bit empty to bring you to the reality of class. So please remember this. Teachers open the door, but you must enter by yourself. So you got it? Very small things. सब जब आपको लाइफ के अंदर कुछ डार दिखेगा ना, मुझे लगता है कि आपको उसी को डोर बनाना पड़ेगा. And you will have a lot of problems, you will have a lot of challenges in your life, not only in professional life, in personal life also, in social life also. So purpose is you should not get buckled. Because आप कितने भी अच्छे सीखो, कितने भी अच्छे मार्क ले लो, if you are not able to handle the wrong situation, the difficult situation, you will not get recognition. So I just ask you that what next? So you came to campus, correct? And then you want to go to corporate, or you want to create your own corporate, correct? How? So getting a job is sufficient, or creating your own identity is sufficient? So the college syllabus, your mark sheets will probably give you a platform to enter into some corporate. But then you have to create your own identity there. And how you are going to create your identity? Any guess? Okay. Only through your work? Networking, communications, okay, yes,
through character development.
correct, leadership skills, okay. So more or less you are near to the answer, but I always say if you want to become a good leader, you will create your identity only by the way you are treating people. You got my point? How many people we travel anywhere, correct? In bus, in train, and then बाजू में कोई बैठा होता है, हमसे बात करते हैं और वो हमसे कुछ बात करता है और हम क्या बोलते हैं, अरे अच्छा आदमी था. क्यों बोलते हैं अच्छा आदमी? 10 मिनट में हम बोल देते अच्छा आदमी है, बिकॉज ही ट्रीटेड यू वेल. सो ट्राई टू रिमेंबर वन थिंग, इफ यू आर नॉट ट्रीटिंग पीपल अराउंड यू आर वेल वे, probably you are not going to create your identity. And I am saying identity हो तो जाती है, identity तो दाऊद की भी तो है, अच्छी identity बननी चाहिए, correct? I think it is the right identity is very important. So life is all about through marketing, finance, sales, supply chain, and many ways. These are the more or more broader things which are getting taught to you. but it is all about operations. Whether you are dealing HR, whether you are dealing finance, anything, you need to get it done through people. So operation is all about छोटी छोटी बातें. You must be knowing when you got admission. कितना दिनों का एडमिशन हो गया आप लोगों का? How many? 8 days. So you are meeting everybody, not most of the people first time, correct? तो you must be telling them मैं यहाँ से आया था, मेरी ये एजुकेशन थी. So आप अपनी स्टोरी बताते हो किसी को. तो your journey started with stories only, correct? So there are few examples. Since your college is also related to the army background and the management is like that, so you will understand that. So these are the recently done some operations, correct? What is Operation Ganga? Not getting. No. See, all these operations basically Indian government along with the Indian army conducted to recuse the people who are basically war affected. It is the most difficult thing. Now, when that was happening, what was happening basically? It was not like a goods, yeah, you go and just put it something in the flight. There is lot of coordination, lot of diplomacy, lot of emotional ups and downs. In Ukraine, there was a completely, they were declared no war zone for 2 hours or 3 hours. So behind every operation, there will be huge work you need to do. If you do not do that work, then probably operation will get failed. So what are the basically ingredients for the successful operations? First, you should have clarity, correct? So how many of you can say your why is clear? How many of you know your why is clear to attend this session actually? Forget about college, admission and anything. Why you are attending this? Just because college told you? So what is your why? Huh? Gain some extra knowledge. Okay. So after getting knowledge, what will happen? And after implementation, what will happen? Improve yourself. So try to remember one thing. Your whys always should be of one word. If it is line, if it is paragraph, it is book, probably there is a confusion in your why. So you are here to become better. So for this session, your why is to become better. So better is very important. Now it is in your hand how much time, how much concentration you are putting in this session of 1 and 1.5 hours. If you really want to become better. So you need a clarity, you need a problem definition also. When you want to solve a problem, first you should know problem, correct? Communication, somebody communicated to you that this is the session today. Cooperation, coordination. क्या difference है दोनों में? What difference between cooperation and coordination?
And so cooperation means like cooperation basically means that listening to each other and going with the flow. Like if some person says that let's do this work this way, so going with the flow and doing the work as per he's saying, and coordination is like working together and doing a task together so that the outcome is better and accurate.
Okay.
So,
So coordination is basically you are updating each other on a real time basis. Cooperation is Indian Army saying yes, we will use Navy, we will use Air Force, we will use Army also to attack on one area. But if there is no update, nothing will happen. So updating on real time is very important. That is where you will face problem in your organization whenever you will start your career. So there is always a confusion between cooperation and coordination. Human skill, attitude, right spirit. Because when you are doing something, in most of the cases you can't do anything alone. You need 1%, 2% team or group. And when there is a group, you should have right spirit at right wavelength. अगर किसी की एनर्जी कम है और किसी की एनर्जी ज़्यादा है तो आपको प्रॉब्लम आएगी. करेक्ट होता है ना. जब साथ में जब पढ़ाई करते बाजू वाला जब सोता है तो हमको भी नींद आती है. आती है नहीं आती है. अभी भी कोई लोग सो रहे थे. In nutshell, operation is all about mixture of IQ and क्या difference है दोनों में? What stands for EQ? Okay, and IQ? Supported by SQ and EQ. What is SQ? Yeah, spiritual or social. And EQ again coming back from top to bottom. So what happens when you only have IQ? Huh? You lack empathy, good. See, IQ आपको जॉब दे सकता है. EQ आपको प्रोग्रेस दे सकता है. SQ आपको मीनिंग दे सकता है जॉब करने का. So the more you have strong SQ, social coefficient, you will make your life more meaningful. If you have only EQ, you will only grow, but probably you will not have satisfaction. There are many people who they are very rich, they are very successful, but they are not satisfied. You must be knowing ना, लोग IIT IIM करते हैं 7th floor जाके कूद देते हैं. क्यों? Their IQ is not an issue. भैया IIT किया IIM किया तो दिमाग तो था. Because they don't get that sense of satisfaction. And to gain that satisfaction, what you should know about the empathy, what you say rightly. What is this line? State है क्या है? So all lines are parallel, correct? But because of some black spot, you feel it is weird. And the showing of this slide is again I am telling you, in your life you will always have black spots. And then all parallel lines you will feel something weird lines. So if you focus on black line, you will feel weird. If you focus on parallel line, you will have more clarity. What is this? So whether glass is full or half? Half full, half empty? So it is perception, na? Correct? For the same glass, everybody is having different thought of processes. somebody is saying liquid, somebody is saying gas. वो जिस उसकी जितनी बुद्धि उतनी वो इम्प्लीमेंट करेगा. So what you learn from this last video? It is basically illusion, correct? So in your life also there will be lot of illusions. People will give you high designation, they will give you high salary, they will have you give CTC, they will give you high perks. But then it is you have to understand whether it is an opportunity or an illusion. And that will come only through your upbringing and your thought of how strong your SQ is there. Your IQ will always run behind growth. So the importance of EQ, IQ is so important in your life to become a impactful leader and meaningful career. Because everybody will get a job, correct? And I think this is 26th year of your college. So probably जो आपका पहला बैच का जो स्टूडेंट रहेगा आज रिटायर भी हो रहेगा. But I don't know how much impact they are creating on the society. So how you measure the power of a person? When we say ना ये बड़ा powerful आदमी है, how you think? By the way, how many of you want to be powerful? Raise your hands. Good, good, good. I am happy that all of you want to become powerful. What is the definition of powerful? Please. बोलो आ जाएगा आवाज.
Jain sir, my name is Samruti. I think the ability to influence somebody with your words is how power is measured.
Correct. So if you are handling 10 people, your power is 10. If you are handling 1 million people, your power is 1 million. So Mr. Donald Trump is the most powerful person on the earth today because he is still influencing our life. He is creating gas issues, petrol issues, diesel issues, gold issues, everything, and for the entire world. So if you really want to become powerful, you should know how to tackle more and more people and influence more and more people. Now there are two types of people who can do positive influence, who can do negative influence. Like Osama bin Laden did something negative influence, or Al-Qaeda and all that agencies. The moment you want to handle more people, you will have a lot of issues. Is it right or wrong? It is very tough to handle the people. If you see the machines, everything, you can predict their behavior at any time. But 10 AM Rajesh is very different at 11 AM. एक घंटे में कुछ तो हो जाता है. Some good news or some bad news comes and he becomes a different person. Since you are doing management, I am expecting that you will be handling more bigger team in your life going ahead. And if you want to handle more bigger team, you should know the psychology of the people, the emotions of the people. Otherwise, probably you will get successful in terms of richness. Not you can become wealthy. So what is the difference between the richness and wealthiness? Any example, who is rich, who is wealthy? How many of you heard about the Satyam computers? Please.
So, Jai Hind sir, my name is Chirag. Sir, Satyam Computers used to be a consulting company in the mid-90s.
And what happened to them?
So, they got bankrupt because of auditory problems, financial issues.
And what are their financial condition? Very good.
Yes, of the books it was.
Yeah, of the books, correct?
Yes.
No, he made money.
Yes. So something that does not add value to any organization, that's rich. But
That's what I'm-
something that adds value, influences, like influential to the next 100 years,
Yeah.
like the Tata Sons, how they are wealthy. The
Yeah.
other people are rich.
So दिवाली में हम घर में करते हैं, लक्ष्मी पूजन करते हैं, करेक्ट? तो जनरली कहती है जहाँ पे लक्ष्मी है वहाँ पे सरस्वती भी होना जरूरी होती है, अदरवाइज यू बिकम जस्ट ओनली रिच. So Saraswati is basically a symbol of your values, your wisdom. So there you will have a lot of examples. We always see celebrities' marriages happening across the globe. Nobody knows when Mr. Narayan Murthy's daughters and son got married. No news, no celebrations. Correct? It is not that they don't have money to spend. They don't think it is worth to spend money. And worthiness will always come from your values. Whether it is right or wrong, time will decide. So all these Padma Shri award winners, I think they are very wealthy people. They don't have money, but they are getting award for that. The country is recognizing them. So it is very important that you should always try to understand what is the richness and what is the wealthiness. It is up to you in which direction you want to go. What is this? क्या दिख रहा है? So this is what this will happen if you switch off your mind in your own career. So please do not switch off your mind in your own career when you are entering into the professional life, personal life or family life. This exactly happens in many cases. I see many CEOs struggling and suffering because of this. What is the difference between information and knowledge? We have a lot of information, correct? Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, Chat GPT, Meta, है ना? सब इन्फॉर्म बहुत है हमारे पास. Do you need that much information? It is called garbage in, garbage out. So today the college will give you some information, you have to convert into the knowledge. And again when you want to convert into the knowledge, it is again IQ, EQ, SQ. Every time you have to filter the same thing. Everybody is doing the same business, correct? Somebody is getting successful, somebody is not getting successful. Because if somebody want to be stuck to their values, it will take time to go and become a successful company, but it basically it will going to be sustainable. Now again, what is this? So in your life situation will come, you will think you failed, you will also think you got criticism, you will also think somebody is bullying you. Don't worry about it. Every time falling is going down is not falling. Huge differentiation. Why I am trying to tell you this through pictures that it will register in your mind. When I ask you about Apple, what comes in your mind? Logo or the shape of a apple, correct? APPLE नहीं आता है ना? You don't get spelling in your mind first. You get picture in your mind. That's the mind is basically trained. And that's what I am trying to use more pictures so that it will register in your mind. So, you will always have these things, correct? Discussions, debate, fights, conferences, and today I am addressing you, correct? What is the use of this? Anybody? Why you do all these things?
Sir, to come to some certain conclusion,
Okay.
to go through all these phases. So not the fights thing, but yeah, rest of them.
So probably मुझे लगता है ना कि all these things will increase your horizon. Today you have second session, again you will have third session, correct? So back of the mind you will always try to see ना कि किसने अच्छा बात की थी और किसने खराब बात की थी, हो सकता है. We are human. We will always love to judge people rather than loving people. We love to judge people, correct? Judging come very fast. लास्ट बॉल में बोलते नहीं यार इसने बैकफुट जाके 6 मारना था करके. We always judge people. So whatever you do, without this you will not lead anywhere. Conversations, correct? What is the difference between conversation, all these things, debate and all that thing? Any difference? See all these 3, 4, 6 things na, they are mostly one sided or there is a aggression. When you see debate you want to prove your things. When you want to address you will keep on addressing and maybe some interactions. Conversations will always happen both sides. We don't discuss all these things, we don't use that I had a debate with my mother and father. We always say I have conversations. So conversations are going to be very, very impactful in your life. Without conversations probably I think your life will not become more meaningful. You know मोदी जी करते हैं ना मन की बात? करते? क्या होता है उसके अंदर? किसी ने सुना है? सबने कपिल शर्मा शो देखा रहेगा, करेक्ट? आप सुनो एक्चुअली. मैम यू कैन हैव दैट सेशन इन योर कॉलेज ऑल्सो. मन की बात महीने में एक बार ही होता है. इट इज हार्डली 30-40 minutes. It is completely conversations, all conversations. And we used to take यार मुझे टाइम नहीं मिला है. 1.4 बिलियन लोगों का जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, इतने क्राइसिस से गुजर रहा है, he still get a time to have the conversations. And what is that side called as a leader? मन की बात को आप लीडरशिप में क्या बोल सकते हो? What you will try to tell it. So leadership is all about two things. One is the mother way and one is the father way. So doing man ki baat is a mother way and doing surgical strike is a father way. So you should have that both combinations with you. Don't always be like a father way, don't always be like a mother way. Because अगर आप कहीं सुनोगे मन की बात, एक्चुअली आपको लगेगा कि यार हम वी आर नोबडी, वी आर नथिंग. So being a Prime Minister of India, so busy person, he get a time and we don't say we don't have time. So that is all excuses. Anybody can read it loudly? You the mic इधर दो किसको तो यहाँ पे दो this side. You can sit this side. You can see ना? Okay, you are seeing them. Okay.
Jain sir, my
Jai.
name is Kumudini Saudari. It often happens that I wake up at night and begin to think about a serious problem and decide I must tell the Pope about it.
So we all have the problem, correct? And then we want to tell our problem to somebody else. In this case, we want to tell to the Pope, we want to tell to the God. What it depends upon our belief system. Then, pado.
Then I wake up completely and realize that I am the Pope.
किसने लिखा ये?
Pope John.
This is Pope John Paul's statement. And what he says? Then I realize I am the Pope. अब मैं जाऊँ किसके पास? मैं तो Pope से जाना चाहता था ना. So again I am coming to you that in your life you will have always problems. And you are going to the Pope of your life. First talk to your inner side, inner soul, before talking to outside people. Definitely you need a consultancy, you need a suggestions, you need a hand holding. But you completely cannot depend on somebody other person. So you are a Pope of your life. If you are cursing somebody, you are cursing college, cursing society, cursing industry, cursing recessions, nothing is going to happen. You are a Pope of your life. Very famous, na? Hardware, software, anything? So we all know about software, hardware, but we forget humanware. Your customer is going to be, your supplier is going to be, correct, na? All your stakeholders are going to be human. When you are going to marketing, your customer is human, your supplier is human, your colleagues are human. So 90% you will always have problems of human in your life. But we always blame something X, Y, Z. So if your concentration towards human connect, if you are getting more connected, I think you are becoming more better person. So this is basically a 9-dot story. I don't know, somebody might be knowing it. So what is the condition? Anybody can read loudly? किसका आवाज बड़ा है?
Jai Hind sir,
Jai Hind.
myself Kulsum Siddiqui. 4 straight line without lifting the pencil, without retracing your path.
So you have to connect these 9 dots with these 3 conditions. Can you try for 2 minutes on your notebook? You know answer? So keep mum. Who knows the answer? You na? Please come here. किसको आंसर मालूम है? आपको मालूम है? Somebody said na? Who knows the answer? It is good to know the answer, na? Okay, can I take a pause now? Anybody got the answer? Now I will tell you why you don't get the answer. You know the answer, na? Four नहीं है. So this is 4 lines, 1 dot balance, 3 dot balance. ये सब आपने ट्राई किया रहेगा ना? नहीं हो रहा है. Definition of line is what? What is definition of line? Straight line का definition क्या होता है? हाँ? Never ends, correct? A line passes through 2 points is called a straight line. Correct? So there is a bigger box, there is a smaller box, and between that there is a gap, correct? That is called unused space. For straight line, without lifting the pen, without retracing. Try करो, आ जाएगा. Right, wrong? Wrong है? You don't have blackboard, otherwise I love to be on going on blackboard. Yes, ये सही आंसर है. You are using 4 lines without lifting pen and without doing retracing. मतलब पीछे नहीं ला रहे हो कहीं. सो आपको आंसर क्यों नहीं है इसका? प्लीज थोड़ा फोकस दीजिए, बिकॉज दिस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट लेसन यू विल हैव इन योर लाइफ. यूथ एट एवरी पॉइंट इज ए बाउंड्री, करेक्ट ना? आपने चालू कहाँ से किया था? पॉइंट से चालू किया था. खत्म कहाँ किया था? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? यू आर गोइंग बियॉन्ड लाइन, करेक्ट? But the definition of line is what? Not point to point, between 2 points. And that is the assumptions you always carry in your life. This is the dead end. The purpose of telling this example is basically this is not dead end. You should understand what is your block. So I always say there is no traffic jam on extra mile. Since आपको लगा कि point to point वो traffic होने वाली है, यू नो अभी आलंदी की पंढरपुर जाएंगे ना वारी, पंढरपुर के आगे कोई ट्रैफिक नहीं रहेगी, उसके पहले वो ट्रैफिक रहेगी. बट देयर इज एक्स्ट्रा माइल, करेक्ट? सो व्हेन यू आर डूइंग दिस एक्टिविटी यू हैव टू लर्न दैट योर प्रॉब्लम्स, ऑल पॉइंट्स यू आर कंसिडरिंग, दे आर नॉट द फाइनल पॉइंट्स, दे आर नॉट द लिमिटेशंस टू यू. यू हैव टू क्रॉस दैट लाइन. So you learn something from this example or not? So always try to see what is the opportunity, what is that empty box. We always say na out of the box, but I always say where is the box? Box हम create कर रहे हैं. So what is this? 1 plus 1 is equal to, and 2 minus 1 is equal to, it is called मैथमेटिक्स. सिंपल है ना? सो इट इज योर टारगेट. what you are saying that after this job you want to go for some job, it is your target. So 1 plus 1 is equal to, कभी आपने पेरेंट्स का तो देखा है? मदर फादर 1 plus 1 is equal to एवरीथिंग होता है उनके लिए, 2 नहीं होता है कभी, कभी 2 नहीं होता है. इट इज ऑलवेज एवरीथिंग. Somebody must have lost their grandparents if they lose one person, the study says within 3 years the other partner dies globally within 3 years, because for them they lost everything. It is not that 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. It is not simply mathematics. And 2 minus 1 is equal to? So anybody having grandparents, and if they lose one partner, go and ask them. And they say nothing यार मेरी जिंदगी कुछ बचा भी नहीं है. एक नहीं बोलेंगे कभी हो. That exactly happens in your life. It is called chemistry. It is called emotions. We all are good friends, correct? Maybe boyfriend and girlfriend, what it may be. क्या बोलते हैं आप बंदे को? अगर आपका कोई खास दोस्त है तो जनरली आप क्या बोलते हैं कि आई हैव वेरी गुड केमिस्ट्री विथ हिम, करेक्ट? वी डोंट से आई हैव वेरी गुड एक्सलेंट मैथमेटिक्स विथ हिम. डू यू से? नो ना. We also don't say we have very good chemistry, physics, psychology. We don't say. We always say there is a chemistry. Why chemistry? Correct. Mathematics will always create joints. Physics will create joint. Chemistry will always create bonds. तो bond जब होते हैं तो उसके से आवाज़ नहीं आती है, joint से आवाज़ आती है. So you always try to find out people around you with whom your chemistry is going to be matching, and that becomes your everything. वो नहीं है तो आपको लगता है कि कुछ नहीं है मेरे साथ, और वो आपके लिए ज़िंदगी का सबसे अच्छा मेंटर रहेगा, वो आपके लिए अच्छा एजुकेटर रहेगा, वो आपके लिए अच्छा जीवन साथी रहेगा. अदरवाइज एवरीथिंग इज फेक. And when this is coming, that should be your purpose of your life. Again, I am coming that target and purpose, correct? So this is brain, correct? What does left brain do? किसी ने स्टडी किया ब्रेन का मतलब, बट इट इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग हाउ ब्रेन वर्क्स. So when I am saying left, it will always say 1 plus is equal to 2. It will never say everything. But if your right brain active, it will say yes everything. So again I am saying you have to use the balance of your left brain and right brain. You have both brains. And by birth you will always have some inclination towards your left and right brain. There are very good people in this student, may be very excellent into mathematics. बट आपने बहुत कम देखा है जिसको मैथमेटिक्स आता है बहुत अच्छी पोएम लिखता है करके, बहुत रेयरली होता है. ब्रेन डोंट अलाउ. सो अगर आप लेफ्ट ब्रेन वाले को जंगल में लेके जाओगे तो वो क्या करता है, वो पेड़ गिनने चालू कर देता है, और राइट ब्रेन वाला बोलता है अरे कितनी हरियाली है, कितने ऊंचे पेड़ है, कितनी हवा बह रही है, ऐसा बोलता है. So it is human. But again I am saying you should have that balance, left brain right brain balance and mother way and father way balance. Because I am assuming you are going to be the leader in your life. Your parents are spending huge amount on you, you are spending huge effort on this education, and country is looking at you. You are the future of the country, correct? So these are the very important things that you should have these two balances in your life. This is called IQ and EQ. Anybody can write it? इधर दे दो सामने. बोलो. Yes.
In your life, there might be a situation where there is nothing left on your right or there is nothing right on your left.
होता है ऐसा? कई बार ऐसा होता है लाइफ के अंदर कि यार देयर इज नथिंग लेफ्ट एट माय राइट. लेफ्ट मीन्स कुछ नहीं है, एंड देयर इज नथिंग राइट आल्सो. सब कुछ है लेकिन सही नहीं हो रहा है. You will have that situation in your life. You are all humans. You will face that. Somebody will have marks, but he don't have money to pay the fees. Somebody will have money, but he don't have marks. That situation will always come. So, if you do not understand this statement in a very true way, probably it will trouble you in going ahead. So, organization, you will go to the organizations, correct? If you join Tata's and start thinking bribing people, you will fail. But they are not born to do that activity. Apple is always for something new. So, every company will have its own way of doing business, because that is why they were born. Like Bajaj born because of Chetak. They wanted to have some mobility. The moment they stop doing motorcycles, probably they will fail. Because उसके पीछे purpose था कुछ करने का. So why we fail basically? We always prefer gain versus pain. छोड़ो यार, आज भी 10-12 लोग absent रहेंगे ना? कोई तो होगा जो absent रहेगा. Why you fail? When you have something to say, you don't say. मालूम है कुछ गलत हो रहा है, आप बोलो, otherwise you will again fail. So, do not make mistake of following the masses. What happens you start following masses? Mass hysteria बोलते हैं ना. Like it's crowd don't have any psychology, crowd don't have any mentality, because many times M is silent. In both the cases M is silent, but we start following it. हम गधों के पीछे भागते रहते हैं. Now again I am saying you will go some in a company where they will tell you, I will give this much rise, you will give me this much incentive, you will have this facility, that facility, that you have to judge. Because what is written there? Selfish incentive scheme works as long as, anybody can loudly tell? Mic this side, कोई है?
Sir, I am Jain sir, I am Om Tiwari. Selfish incentive schemes work as long as load is light enough,
And
carrot is sweet enough, and donkey is young enough.
हो गई ना बात. So whenever you are going into that trap, you have to verify it first. Is it really incentive or selfish incentive? बस ये तीनों हर टाइम परफेक्ट नहीं रहने वाली, and then it becomes a trap. So if you want to turn around your life, please write down this formula, very important formula. Not compulsory, हाँ, लिखना है, optional है. So what is this formula is all about? Anybody can read it loudly?
Jai Hind sir,
Jai
my
Hind.
name is Aisha Khan. Change will happen when there is dissatisfaction with the current situation combined with guiding vision and first small step, and most importantly when altogether there are greater than resistance to change.
Correct? So change will happen when there is a dissatisfaction with the current situation. If you are happy with 60% marks, there is no resistance. If you are happy with your current way of life, no dissatisfaction. So if you feel satisfied, you have to relook that every satisfaction is not comfort, it is a comfort zone. You feel it is comfortable. Because otherwise, if you don't want to change, then you will feel everything is comfortable. So change will happen when there is a dissatisfaction with the current situation combined with guiding vision. V stands for vision. Vision multiplied with the first small step. We don't do the first option, correct? If you do not start taking first step, you will not reach anywhere. You will never reach anywhere. And altogether it should be greater than resistance to change. So when you think you are not changing or you want to change, use this formula. Anybody can read this? I am trying to use all your senses.
Jai Hind sir, my name is Samarth. Ingredients of successful operation. When people are financially invested, they want returns. When people are emotionally invested, they want to contribute.
Correct? Any example? Any small example in life? टाइटल ही मेरा छोटी छोटी बातें, करेक्ट? Anything? Any example?
Sir, I have invested in this college for 2 years for PGDM, so I want return in that. I want to upscale myself. That is an example. And emotionally invested to contribute. We can take an example of our parents that they are emotionally connected and they have invested such a time and their hard work for us to study and all.
Correct? More or less you are correct, close. Now what about you?
Jai Hind sir, myself Rudra Shrotri, and I am taking example of our Mukesh Ambani ji. Like in Mumbai's during Ganesh festival, they invest heavily, but they are investing emotionally, so they are not expecting any return or something. They are just contributing, and on the other hand, they invest heavily on anything like industries and all. So that is for their business purposes. So they expect return in return.
Correct. So when you are expecting investment financially, you will always have returns. But if you are emotionally invested, you will always want to contribute. इसका context क्या है basically? Suppose you are into marketing, correct? You are a team of 5 people, and your company has given you a task of doing a sale of 1 crore rupees. Last year you did 50 lakh rupees, this year 1 crore rupees. Now in an entire year, so what will happen? One is the incentive scheme, donkey is young enough or carrot is sweet enough. That's what I am saying. So वो टाइम पे क्या होता है? If you see many IT people वो बोलते हैं यार लैपटॉप बंद किया अभी मैं बात नहीं करूँगा, and we call it as a work-life balance. I don't call it as work-life balance because they are not emotionally invested. If you have 4 people's team and if you know each other's problems, conditions, they will contribute like hell. आप रात को 12 बजे फ़ोन करो, कॉल पे चला जाएगा. तो आप जितने इमोशनली कनेक्टेड लोग रहेंगे, योर टीम विल स्टार्ट कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटिंग इट विदाउट एक्सपेक्टिंग रिटर्न्स. Without expecting returns. How many people visit hospitals, correct? You will always find some nurse is very, very typical and some nurse very, very dedicated. आप जब दोनों से बात करोगे ना, वो बोलेगी ये यार मैं यहाँ थी, मुझे कुछ मिला नहीं, पैसे नहीं मिले, ये नहीं मिला. She is looking for some return. But the other nurse will always say, you are a patient, so I have to take care of my patient first. So because she is emotionally invested in that company. So you should have team which is basically emotionally invested in that. As you rightly said, your parents are emotionally invested with you, correct? So you want to contribute for their future. You don't want to give them return. You just don't want to send a money order, correct? पैसे आप भेज सकते हैं ना कभी भी, बट यू वांट टू कंट्रीब्यूट. कि जब उनकी एज हो जाएगी तो आप उनको रोड क्रॉस के टाइम हाथ पकड़ोगे ना, क्या नहीं पकड़ोगे? बिकॉज यू वांट टू कंट्रीब्यूट. अगर आपको रिटर्न चाहिए तो आप बोलेंगे यार कोई एक घर में एक नौकर रख दो, वो कर लेगा आपका, तो मैं तो यूएस चला गया. देयर आर पीपल लाइक दैट. सो अगेन इट इज अप टू यू व्हिच टाइप ऑफ पर्सन यू वांट टू बिकम. एनीबॉडी रीड?
Jain sir, my name is Shimangi Chauhan. Ingredients of turnaround: impress versus inspire, worry versus hope,
And
cause and applause, head count versus heart count, converting your followers into role model.
so what I mean to say? So if you want to turn around something in your life, you will join some. Suppose you are a CEO of a company and company is making losses and they appoint you and they expect you to turn around this company from loss making to profit making. What you will do? Indirectly or directly you will have to do these things. Converting your followers into role models. Everybody says I have 10,000 followers, 1 lakh followers, but nobody is behaving as their role model. So there is no point in having followers, but you are not changing their life. Because generally we want to impress people. ये जितने फॉलोअर होते हैं ना, ये सब इम्प्रेस वाले हैं, वो कभी इंस्पायर नहीं होने वाले. They don't have they are zero followers. Tell me a follower, a person having 1 lakh followers, और उस 1 लाख फॉलोअर की भी उनके 1 लाख फॉलोअर्स है, उनके 0 फॉलोअर्स होते हैं. Because that person is entirely wasting his time to getting impressed, and that person is not inspiring him. So if you are not getting inspired, there is no point in getting impressed. Still Bachchan is working 24 hours, but we don't want to work. How many people say that Virat Kohli के पास बहुत सारा पैसा है, correct? Huge money. Messi, huge money. What is doing? Is he inspiring or impressing us? Inspiring us. At the same time, there are very poor people who got the Padma awards. They are also inspiring us, but they don't have followers. You go and check on record. You just take the name of the person who is a Padma Shri award winner and just try to see how many followers. They don't have followers. Same like cause and applause. We all want clapping. You want clapping, correct? How many of you want motivation? Raise your hands. किसको किसको motivation चाहिए? Do you agree that you are demotivated? तो नहीं चाहिए आपको यार. आपको पहले एग्री करना पड़ेगा मैं डिमोटिवेटेड हूँ, तभी तो मोटिवेशन मिलेगा. If you do not have headache, you will not have crocin. There is no point in having crocin without headache, na? So when you want a motivation, you have to agree that I am demotivated. So don't look at the external motivations. All these motivational gurus are basically, they have opened their shops. When you are into HR, you don't want to go for head count. It should be always heart count. हर बंदा का जो काम को आता है, ऑफिस आता है, कॉलेज आता है, उसका अपना एक सपना होता है और सपना बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि उसको सपने को हम साकार करना चाहिए. So we should be part of his journey. By the way, I just took my picture with your canteen person Ramu. Excellent person. मैं लॉबी में आता अकेला खड़ा था, वो मुझे ऊपर लेके आया. उसने मेरा फोटो देखा, चेहरा मैच के बोला, यू आर गेस्ट प्लीज कम. So you are that good people who are contributing for your company or organization. I took picture with him because for me वो मेरे दिल को भा गया. He has zero idea कि I am an invited guest. I was just waiting in the lobby. I thought somebody must have told him. He said, no sir, मैंने चेहरा देख लिया, आप ऊपर आके बैठे VIP रूम के अंदर. So they are the real heroes of your college and your institute. You cannot ignore them. You can have photos with your celebrities, but who will click photos with him? So I click a photo with him. And I told you mother way and father way. So we have last 15 minutes. So what is finite thinking? So helpless. क्या करे यार, बारिश आ रही, helpless. Thankless. Correct? We use this word rampantly. That driver was so thankless, so useless, he was driving very rough. क्या यार hopeless बंदा है बोलते लोग, correct? We always use this word in day-to-day life regularly. But this is finite thinking. What is infinite thinking? So ED means executive director or a CEO of a company. If you really want to change things, put yourself in between this. If you are saying somebody useless, go inside him and make him useless. उसके पास potential है, हम उसको use नहीं कर रहे. He has done a very good job, but we are not saying thanked him. So we are thanking him less. And as a part of my this upbringing only, I took a picture with Ramu because I wanted to thank him. He should have told, I am helpless sir, मुझे क्या लेने, आप गेस्ट थे, कभी बैठे रहो, खड़ा रहो. So this is the power of true ED or leader. ED means executive director. जब आप प्रोफेशन में जाओगे तो आपको ED डेसिग्नेशन मिलेगा. He is the topmost designation in the organization. So I'll just finish my session with last one more example. Hope I'm not boring you, correct? ठीक चल रहा है? क्या बोर हो रहे हो? बोलो बिंदास, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. I will improve myself next time if you invite me next time. So there was a king, और king के 3 बच्चे थे. There were 3 sons to him, and he was on a dying bed. And who will be the next king was the question. So there was a lot of debate, discussions, lobbying, everything. Okay, no, I want to become king. He said, I want to become king. He said, I want to become king. But there was no consensus. So there was a big question mark, who should be the next king? So the dying king gave them a task. He said, I will give you 17 horses. One will have 1/2, one will have 1/3, and one will have 1/9. करो calculation. Can you do this? करो. Yeah, again I am saying you be careful, be attentive, because this is going to be a very important lesson in your life. Is it possible? Not possible. So ये तीनों बच्चे solution ढूंढने के लिए जाते हैं. They keep on going and going and going and meeting many people, and they always get some consultant. One says, don't go this way, hire an advocate, file a case on your father. All consultant firms will always tell you that. Somebody says nothing doing, wait him to die, you have more ammunition, you will win the war, and these two will be, your two brothers will be behind bar. So people kept on giving the solution. So three brothers went to three different directions, they don't get any solution. So one of the brother, who was really basically a very good human being, he was sitting one under the tree, and there was a person, very poor person, going on a horse, and he just stopped him and he told him that this is my problem, you are a teacher of that village and people say that you are a very good teacher, I have respect for teachers, so kindly give me some solution to this. He said, what is your problem? He said, we have 17 horse, 1/2, 1/3, 1/9, that the target given by my father. How to solve this problem? And again I am saying this is very, very important lesson in your life. So what that person does? जो घोड़े पे जो टीचर था, he says, okay, you take my way, horse, and do your work. So now what happens? करो. किसको कितने घोड़े मिलेंगे? कैलकुलेट करो. 9, how many? 17. बोला ले लो आपने और मेरा घोड़ा मेरा वापस दे दो. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हुआ ना. One has got 9, one has got 6, one has got 2. Problem solved. And what he said? You solve your problem, return my horse. What is the crux of the story? In your life, when you are in problem, there will be many people who will give their horse to you to solve your problem. And when you become a good person, good leader, you have to give that horse to somebody else to solve their problem. If you say, I want to hold my horse, probably you will not find any solution out of that. But somebody is contributing to your life. So here may be teacher, here may be professor, here may be dean, they are all contributing in your problem solving issues. So you should be always grateful to them. That's the crux of the story. So जब तक आप अपना घोड़ा किसी को नहीं दोगे, बाकी का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं होने वाला, बिकॉज किसी ने तो आपको घोड़ा दिया था आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए. वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम वाज देयर, and who was that person? A simple teacher. The learning is again, don't go for very high-fi consultant. A very good solution can be given by your mother or father also. So probably this is one of the story which changed my life drastically. Because earlier I used to say, why should I do when I was young? Now it is time to look inward. What is this? Anybody can read loudly? You have cage. So select your friend circle carefully. If your friend circle is not inspiring you, you don't call them, this is my friend circle. This is your cage. So anybody, whether where you are going to office, business, anywhere, if your circle is not right, you are into the cage and not the circle, because it is not inspiring you. So, there are many cases where people are dying at 30 and getting buried at, वो 70 साल बेचारा जी रहा है लेकिन कुछ नहीं कर रहा जिंदगी के अंदर, तो डाइड एट 30, बट अभी तक उसको बरी नहीं किया है ना, जलाया नहीं, बिकॉज वो जिंदा है, वो जी नहीं रहा है. सो यू हैव टू ब्रिंग लाइफ इन योर लाइफ. डोंट से यार मेरा काम हो गया, नथिंग. यू कैन कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट. ह्यूमन हैज ए ह्यूज पोटेंशियल टू कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट, ह्यूज पोटेंशियल, only when you are emotionally invested. Last but least, please breathe one more time, get relaxed. Silent please.
Honesty. Pass it on.
So let's not cheat. That's the lesson. Don't cheat yourself, don't cheat other people. Don't cheat your parents, don't cheat your teachers. And that's what the message is, loudly, correct? So with this I am concluding my session. Thank you very much for patiently listening me. Hope through my this 1.5 hour session probably I am not crossed my limit, correct? I started at 120 or 125. My purpose was basically to give you a different aspect of your life through choti baatein, because life is all about stories and stories will always inspire you. So when I always say, when you are a 20-year-old or when you are 30-year-old, you are a book of 30 pages. So try to understand one page is equal to 1 year of your life. And every page should tell you one story. You should create your stories which you can tell proudly, not in a very limited circle. So if you are a really good person, you will have a number of stories of your number of year of age. At least minimum 1 साल के लिए एक story जो हम लोगों को बोल सके वो होनी चाहिए. So again, thank you very much, and I think I did my justice. I don't know what about your opinion. So how you found it? Boring? Thank you very much. Practical था नहीं था? Doable है नहीं है? वैसे हम जब भी जो भी पढ़ते हैं ना doable होना चाहिए. बिकॉज अगर आपको तो मैथमेटिक्स में सब सिखा जाता है, डेरिवेटिव, इंटीग्रेशन, एडेंडम, डिडेंडम, वो सब कुछ, करेक्ट? सो अगेन आई एम सेइंग यू, इन केस यू वांट anything to discuss with me, I am always available. Rati ma'am is having my contact number. You can reach out to me. I am very active on Insta, I am very active on Facebook, I am very less active on the LinkedIn, because मुझे वहाँ लगता है कि यार लोग एक्सप्रेस नहीं करते, इम्प्रेस करना चाहते. सो इवन दो आई मीन प्रोफेशन, आई डोंट गो ऑन लिंक्डइन वेरी मच, बिकॉज एवरीबडी वांट टू, वो ज्ञान बांटना चाहता है ना, तो वो मुझे थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं लगता है. सीखना अच्छा लगता है, बांटना क्या करना है. सो होप we'll meet again soon whenever time permits or whenever the situation comes. But do count on me for anything you want in your life. I'll always try to do my best. And this is the beginning, this is not the end of the session basically. So I'm always available, just you have to write your reference so that I can connect you. So thank you very much. Thank you.